It was certainly a frightening experience for those 200 passengers on board MH122 yesterday. A 45-year-old Canberra resident has been charged after threatening to have explosives on board that flight from Sydney to Kuala Lumpur, and passengers on board that flight posted photos and videos of the man carrying a backpack and ranting at fellow passengers yesterday. And he was arrested by the AFP after landing back in Sydney, and they say that there's no impending threat to the community. He's facing 2 charges, 1 count of making false statements threatening to damage an aircraft, and 1 count of failing to comply with instructions from airline cabin crew. Now, those charges carry maximum penalties of 10 years jail and $15,000 fine, respectively. And the AFP says that he is expected to appear at Downing Centre Local Court later today.
Alison, it would have been a very nervous time for passengers. How are they doing?
Understandably, they were quite shaken after the ordeal. They say that they were given vouchers to go to nearby hotels to stay overnight and are hopefully being rebooked on another flight to Kuala Lumpur today. But many passengers took to social media and said that they were disappointed by the police response time. Now, we understand that that plane was sitting on the tarmac for about 3 hours after it landed back in Sydney, and before those passengers were able to disembark and get evacuated from the plane. So many passengers say that they felt that time sitting on the tarmac was quite stressful. They were able to scroll on social media and talk to family and friends, and it was then that they realised that they were in a hostage situation and that this was a really serious situation. And we heard earlier from the New South Wales Police Commissioner Karen Webb, who spoke on 2GB this morning, and she defended the police response time, saying that this was a really volatile and unpredictable situation, and that police needed to make sure that there wasn't an actual bomb on board the plane. She said that this wasn't like the movies and that police weren't just going to storm onto a plane, that they needed to follow the correct protocol. And she also said that there was a tactical response team that was there at the airport, and that this 3-hour wait time was acceptable. And she said that there were snipers and also negotiators as well. And she praised the airline crew for their ability to defuse the situation. We heard earlier from one passenger who described the situation on board and said that it was a really scary situation. Let's take a listen.
Until then, I don't think people realized we were hostages or the gravity of the situation. Speaking with fellow passengers, the fact that we were left at the end of the runway and, fire engine, everything surrounding us every 10, 20 minutes, but no one getting in and taking this guy. Again, right. Maybe protocol, but yeah. Still, I guess that was the scariest bit.
The emergency had a flow-on effect to other flights, Alison. Were there delays?
That's right, Karina. There were 32 flights that were cancelled. That's 16 outbound and 16 inbound from Sydney Airport. So those were all domestic flights that were cancelled. And Sydney Airport yesterday said that there were delays of up to 90 minutes on many other domestic flights as well. But they said that there was no cancellations on international flights. And today at Sydney International Airport, things appear to be running quite smoothly.